Calvin built like a sturdy Mr. Potato. Yo, this your boy 450 Panda, man. Yeah, man, we back Thursday, Industry Thursday. For all my industry people, you know, security, bar backs, the bathroom attendants that see everything, good and bad. You know, club promoters that be sneaking out the back door of Shicey. Like Dollar Bill from Chicago. You know, I'm telling you, all you do is spin records, Blue. Don't say shit. Don't say shit. Just spin records, Blue. You know what I'm saying? So, we back, man. And Thursday, we got a couple things to talk about, Nelson. We got a couple things to talk about, man. So, shout out to all my people that's been outside pushing that music, promoting that music. Shout out to security that don't be trying to beat people up because you got problems at home. Shout out to all the promoters that be paying people on time. Shout out to all the venues that be holding down with solid shows. You know, shout out to all the bottle girls who be bottling, I guess, you know. Y'all be making more than the DJ and we don't even know what y'all be doing. The sparklers don't even sparkle no more. They electric. They just, it's energizers. You just doing it right here for the money. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. Oh, man. So, we're going to go through these topics of the day. What we got for today, Nelson?
Today, you know, definitely we're going to be talking about just what's happening in general, what's been going on. The sad incident in Baltimore. You know,
let's get to it straight up. Now, listen. We've seen Poseidon. We've seen Titanic. All those was out in the, like, ocean, though. I guess they said the power went out on the boat.
Right.
But this man took out a whole bridge with cars on it. When you see the videos on TikTok, man, it's scary. It's scary.
That's when somebody first told me about it, and the first thing I saw was the video versus I saw, you know, any CNN or any news.
Yeah.
When I saw it, for a moment, I was like, nah, this can't be real.
It looks like an episode from 911, that show on the 911 show with Angela Bassett. That's what it looks like. Can you imagine being in Baltimore picking up some soft shell butter crab with the extra garlic and the spices on it? You got you some wings with some mumbo sauce. You head back across the bridge to the crib, and you look down and see a baby version of Titanic. You like, man, it look like he finna hit that pillar, man. He gonna turn. He probably let the little tugboat down. You lift up your bag of crabs. You looking in, they steaming, they hot, they hit your glasses. All of a sudden you hear a shaking or rumble under the car. You thinking, nah, that ain't what I think it is. Before you know it, you sliding down into the ocean, into the channel, and you got your crab legs, butter everywhere, garlic everywhere, Old Bay everywhere. Old Bay. Jesus, man. I don't know how many people passed away, but to those people, rest in peace, man, because that's...
You know, even though I heard that even though it could have been more, even though it was like around 1 o'clock, they said when the boat called, you know, saying the SOS, and then the police was notified, they immediately went to the bridge and prevented some additional cars, you know.
But it was already too late for some folks.
Right, because they was already on the bridge, and you know, some people was wondering like, if they already was, you know, why didn't nobody notify the people that was the construction work that was on the bridge?
It was people working in construction on the bridge too?
Yeah.
That's crazy work. That's crazy work. So I seen a bunch of TikTok videos. I was like, man, what happened, man? All you see is a boat ramming into the whole pylon of the bridge, and the bridge just boom. Right. I'm like, man, that's movie type stuff.
Right.
It's sad because, you know, that pilot, I mean, the captain, I'm sure he didn't mean that, you know. Like he said, they lost power, so at least he SOS, but at the same time, I'd be so mad. Yeah. If I just went, I should have stayed home and made a peanut butter and jelly. Instead, I died for a 30-piece crab leg and some boudin and some potatoes and corn. Somebody went to get the crawfish boil that was on that bridge. That's RIP to them people. That sucks.
Yeah, definitely.
That sucks, man. What else we got for today, man?
Well, you know what I'm saying, with the main topic of a lot of people talking about it. No Diddy, you know, said the new. Now that's
the diddler.
Yes.
They posted a picture of Diddy in the in the Riddler outfit as the diddler.
Oh, I didn't see.
Boy,
I didn't see that one.
When somebody said that to me, I said, y'all got to stop this. Ain't talking about he out in Antigua diddling people. Diddy out in Miami. Listen, when Homeland Security come looking for you, it is not no situation where you think you're just gonna be hiding or just sneak into another country.
Right.
Homeland Security know everything. Mm-hmm. Everything. They know who you working with, who you working for. They know everything. What I don't like about this situation is this. I don't like that in our community sometimes, and I'm speaking from the African American community, we tend to speak of empowerment, of love, of putting the guns and violence down, of being a better community, but yet at the same time, we'll allow a non-African American community to create a narrative through money and through whatever rich people do that this man is a complete monster. But 2 weeks before all that stuff came out, y'all was loving on him. Everybody was hanging out with him. And my concern is this. If all this stuff is coming out now and everybody knew it, then are you guys not just as wrong as him?
Right.
If people keep saying, I can't wait to see who comes out with this and what names come out of this, like it's an Epstein list. And I'm like, but that's what y'all want to do? One day y'all want to lift each other up. The next day y'all want to tear everybody down. Mm-hmm. And I get it. If it's we talk about kids, we talk about human trafficking, I get it. But if we talk about prostitution, I'm gonna be real with you. She working. He's a patron. What do we talk about? Now I don't know the stories. I don't know but it's also what baffled me is this. Has nobody paid attention to what Diddy been saying for years? Diddy been pansexual as far as I'm concerned. He been saying take that, and give me that, and bring it back and touch it forward. And he been playing this game for a long time, and people been playing stupid.
Right.
All these people talk, all these dudes and producers, he touched my leg, he did this. You felt some type of way about Diddy touching your leg for 10 years, and you waited until Cassie came out and said something to be like, now I can stand up and say about Diddy touching my leg. That's crazy work, man. That's crazy work. That's a lot of opportunist work, man. And I'm not trying to victim shame nobody, but that's crazy work that like grown men is out here waiting to tell the story about how Cuba Gooding Jr. was groping him. As soon as Cuba groped me, I would have said something. If you didn't want that, then when it happened, you should have said something. Not waited until there was a moment to seize money about it, because then it makes you look like you're only money hungry and that you're not really traumatized. And that takes away from people who really are victims and really need that help and those resources and that love and that care. You take away from that opportunity. So it sucks, man. Diddy should have kept his mouth shut. When you get into liquor sales and stuff, you can't go talk about people. You can't talk about companies crazy. Bill Cosby, they was letting Bill Cosby do. Bill Cosby was shooting Akeem Olajuwon Quaaludes in the drinks from across the room, and nobody was saying nothing.
It's crazy you said about the liquor sale, because they interviewed, or I ain't gonna say interviewed, but Luke Campbell, right? Luke Skywalker. Uh-huh. He was talking about how a lot of this, he believed that came about when
he talked about Ciroc.
I think he was talking about not Ciroc. It was the other company about some racial discrimination.
Yeah.
About within that, and then that liquor, is a company in the industry, and then
the liquor industry runs. Look at all the higher ups. They got their hands on all type of distilleries, and shines, and beers, and browns, and malts. They got their hands on all of because liquor. Listen, an old school older white guy that had that was very wealthy. I asked him one day, I just want to soak some knowledge out of him for free. I said, if you could ever invest in one thing, what would you invest in? He said, in America? I said, yeah. He said, invest in things in America that nobody can say no to. I said, huh? He said, what are the things that we always need? What are the things that you always see people with? I said, he said, invest in toilet paper. Because people forever be wiping their butts. And, well, he really said because people are always full of poop or beep. Yeah. And then he said, invest in wheat and barley. I said, wheat and barley? He said, those are the leading products that make beer. And people can never go without beer. Beer is the leading seller of all things in our country. Well, at least at that time, I believe it was. And I was like, he said, when have you never stopped seeing beer? Super Bowl, what is it? It's about beer. Beer sponsors. College football, what are people doing? Playing what? Beer pong. You know what I'm saying? Kegs are what? Full of beer. You know what I'm saying? What do we need? We need the keg boys, it's fraternities, keg. Like, it's a beer dominated, especially in the South, we're beer dominated. But liquor, beer, moonshine. I mean, moonshine was one of the most dominant sales of, at one point, Tennessee was on top.
And North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina, Tennessee, those hills, they were doing millions. So liquor is big. It's a liquor store in every corner some places. And once you start talking about these companies that are making millions and your social media influence could make drastic $1 million, consequences for them potentially, all of a sudden now he's a monster and everything come out. I'm not saying he didn't do the stuff.
Right.
I'm just saying it's weird, convenient timing. And I look at stuff like that. Everybody look like he's bad. Yeah, but if all the companies that are working with him knew that he was bad and still allowed him to portray this fake image to us that he was a good person or he was trafficking people, then why are we still supporting these companies? That's the bigger picture.
Yeah, you're absolutely right on that.
That's the bigger picture. It's sad that he's under investigation. I feel like a lot of this has to do with money, and it's how they present it. I've learned about a long time ago that with the press, AP press, they put out what they create the narrative, and they make you see what they want you to see, want you to believe. They use a lot of things to cover up other things, especially our government. We know this. We're not stupid. We want to play stupid because it's easy to play stupid. It's easy to be lazy and play stupid, but we're not stupid. We know what's really going on. One thing that's been baffling me lately is I had a conversation with some people, and it bothered me because in the industry, I made a joke about it earlier, but it does bother me that the DJ might play 4 or 5 hours in a night, and the bottle girl might serve 2 sections that night, and she might go away with 3 times the salary he goes home with. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. You take a request, you create good energy, you keeping the club going, you keeping the people at the bar, you're playing songs that make people want to pop bottles. How is it that I go home with a third of what she goes home with, and she served 2 sections? I played 300 songs this night, transitioned 300 times, and she played 3 songs. It was all Sexy Red songs.
Well, the old saying, sex sell, you know what I'm saying? So people, especially if you look good, people going to want to tip, feel sorry for, I ain't going to say feel sorry for, but like, oh, man. And then
we need to put some grandmas in the club. We need to put some grandmas and some canes with the bottles in the clubs. Orange gel. That's what we need to do. Then see if the value of the DJ go up. It's crazy, though.
Then they won't be able to hold the bottle up, man.
Wheelchairs. Put them on roller wheels. All accessible, wheelchair accessible club. It'll be a vibe. We'll keep it rolling. So it's weird because I worked with a group of guys that are really, 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 really talented, and I think they have a lot of potential. I like to compare them to like a G League team. Like, you got a bunch of guys on the team that's talented. They about to be ready. And with a good couple of seasons and some runs, they can really cultivate something that's pretty positive. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to shout out the private property group. We did a set last night. Well, they came up to the mountains and shot with Artist Control and my wife, and she did her tiny desk. And, you know, the kids are just young and hungry, and damn, I felt old. I feel like LeBron right now. I said the kids, these grown-ass men, I'm calling them kids. That's how you know I'm getting old. You get to having kids, man, you just like the kids. I'm not trying to little boy them or nothing, because they're not no little boys, but those young men are really talented. I think I can say that because I think one of them, I think I was grown when he was just not getting out of high school. I think he was going to like middle school when I was graduating high school. So yeah, he got about 10, 11 years old. He young buck. I was playing jacks before he was born. You know about them jacks. You don't know about no jacks. But they came and they shot with us. You know, they're very talented, and you know what I'm saying, Chucky and Jair, good guys, man. It was a property group. I got some work I'm gonna be doing with them this year on a couple shows that I'm playing, some big shows, and them just capturing some media and really just working, bro. I want people around me that's working, and them young guys is working right now. They're on their goal pace to try to get 100 DJs interviewed and get sets from them. And man, we had a ball last night. I ended up doing an hour set, and I ended up doing an hour 7-minute interview, and it was solid. We had fun. We talked about a bunch of different things. As I was saying earlier, I ended up grabbing his mic from him and kind of doing the interview at the end and roasting him a little bit, just a little bit. I wasn't trying to roast him, but I ended up roasting him. He was like, "Well, what are you known for?" I was like, "Roasting, just roasting, motherfucker." But yeah, man, shout out to the private property group. Them guys are some good guys, bro. And I'm excited to see what they're gonna be doing in Atlanta. I think I'm gonna bring them in here on one of these Thursdays coming up, and just interview them and talk to them about their vision and what they got going on. But before we go any further, let's go ahead and go to break and give these people a time to relax, and grab some chips, grab some dip. I know some of my other listeners like hummus. Let y'all grab some hummus and some pita chips from the cabinet and get back over here so we get back to some of these other topics. It's your boy 450 Panda, Industry Thursdays, 101 TKO Radio, knock 'em out the box.
101 TKO Radio.
sinful, he ain't cussing. He not calling your sister a whore, your auntie a yeah. None of those words. He keep it a real smooth player. I was just telling my guy earlier that he really remind me of like a Will Smith vibe, you know, how he wasn't cussing and talking crazy. Because I keep saying I'm getting old, but like, man, this young rap is so crazy nowadays. It's like, y'all spent the block so much. I know you need tires and you dizzy. I know your left and right is gone on them tires. Bald as all can get out of them tires, as much as y'all turned, spin the block, and went back. And you got to be dizzy because that's Jesus. So much violence in the music nowadays. Like, when do y'all find time to feel good or eat or sleep?
All right.
Y'all, the way y'all rap this schedule, the way they put the schedule out for rapping nowadays on their day, when did you sleep? When did you eat? Did you shower today? Brush your teeth? Did you tell your mama you loved her? Did you pray at all? Did you thank God for giving you stability? None of that. It just, we woke up and spent the block, smoked the backwood, got some Yaki and some Ripple, and got our day started. Oh, man. So, listen, we'll get back to some of these topics, man. You know, like I said, the Diddy situation was unfortunate, but I'm not going to rush judgment or say too much about it because we don't know what's going on. And I'm going to be real, for me, I don't got them type of rich problems. I'm not rich, so I don't got them rich problems.
Right.
They got rich problems. They be having these private parties and doing stuff, and like they saw, he got cameras in his house. I had cameras in my house too. If I was that rich, I got jewelry and art and all. Yeah, I want cameras everywhere in my house, everywhere except the bathrooms. Everywhere except the bathrooms. I don't care. I got friends now that got cameras in their bedroom. I think that's weird. I think it's weird to have cameras hooked up to a system in your bedroom that somebody else can tap into. Like, if customer service can look at my cameras, why do I want? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. People be having cameras in their bedroom. And I'm like, so what happens if you in your bed later, wife and laying in the bed? You just trust that ain't no creepy people at the customer service at your security company? Right. You just trust that footage ain't never been looked at before, and you ain't never possibly online in Russia somewhere being sold on Slamly fans? Like, I don't even know, bro. I'm just saying. That's scary. But at the same time, they was like, yeah, then he got cameras everywhere. What celebrity don't got cameras everywhere? The ones that get robbed, assaulted, or unfortunately pass away from horrible incidents. Because you don't got no protection, no dogs, no security cameras, no security, nothing that you can protect yourself with. Like, that's a sad situation. So before I go and assume, oh, he being a creep up with his cameras, I don't know what company his provider is. I don't know nothing about that thing. That's past my experience. I just like good music. Like, once you get past the music, y'all get into this man's personal life. I didn't want to know that. That was too much detail. Like, we already knew there was stuff going on in the background from when Bill Cosby said that everybody likes his pudding pops. We knew that something was going on then. I didn't need to go further in detail years down the road after that. Put Cosby in jail. He came out blind, still trying to see if he had a career. I didn't need to do none of that, man. Listen, I'm not saying nothing about Diddy until the wholehearted evidence is out.
Because, you know, some of the things I was listening to and hearing was, it seemed like a lot of people were saying that, you know, he had him doing this and whatever. At some point, you could have, my thought, you could have been like, you know what, let me just go on somewhere and not even deal with it. You know what I'm saying? If you got an NDA, okay, you can't talk about it, but you don't have to be in that environment unless you know what I'm saying? And
at that point, we're not talking about him assaulting you. We're talking about kidnapping at that point.
Right.
So at that point, you automatically got charges, and no matter what, you call and say, I'm being held against my will, I'm being kidnapped right now. Because if somebody coming.
If you ain't living in the house, then you coming back the next day to work. You could have easily be like, you know what?
I think I'm going to just get on the B train instead of the C train, and I think I'm going to go to Harlem instead of going to Manhattan today, to Diddy's condo in Diddy Land. I think I'm gonna stay in the city rather than go uptown, up to one of these upstate mansions that they live in. Like, I just feel like unless they were holding you hostage against your will at any point in time, you could have left. And I also know that these celebrities pay good money for you to be quiet and for you to let them do all type of crazy stuff. So some of these women knew what they was walking into. I'm not justifying or de-victimizing anybody. I'm just saying, as it's so difficult nowadays because you hear so many people, as you can say, pop their stuff where they're like, oh, I would do this, and I would do that, and I would do this. I'm like, yeah, but we all got that one homegirl we didn't know was dancing. All of a sudden we found out she was doing more than dancing. She was in VIP a lot, doing crazy stuff. But she was like, but it's okay, it's our homegirl. We gonna love her regardless. So like, it's weird that energy is then okay, but then when you turn the tables, y'all, when somebody's famous and y'all want to make him look like a horrible person, like I said, I'm not defending him. I'm just saying we are quick to judge as a people. We are quick to judge before we have all the evidence. We don't know who's blackmailing who because there got to be some blackmail going on. Anytime there's money involved of that masses, there'll be some payouts. There's some blackmail going on. Mm-hmm. Somebody is making a story seem like it's horrible and it's not. And like I said, more so that's horrible for the real victims and the real people who need the help and the therapy and the support because they're not going to get it from everybody else being on some, oh, Diddy brushed against my shoulder at a brunch one time and offered me his croissant. Come on, man. We going to trial about this? Come on, man. He said it was buttered. Come on, man. Chill out, bro. That's what I feel like. I feel like a couple of these producers that ain't had a hit in 20 years and never really had a hit. I feel like some of these producers, if we look up, some of them only played the triangle on some of these tracks. And they was the thing at the end of the beat. And now they're like, I ran out of thing money. So I'm going to say, he touched my thing. And I'm going to get some bread. And that sucks because, like, that's bad because it just feels like once you involve money once you put money and sex in the same boat, it's sex trafficking pretty much nowadays in this modern day. And even more so, once you involve money, people will fake trauma for finance. People will fake trauma for financial gain. And it's like you'll really sell your soul, per se, to go get a little crib. You think you're finna sell your soul and you gonna sue him to get enough money to buy a house in LA in the hills, and that ain't gonna happen. You're gonna be somewhere in this Palo Alto Valley in a 2-bedroom flat with a $2,300 mortgage, still trying to figure it out because you was busy trying to extort somebody. It's a couple people that I feel like is extorting. And at that point, that's what makes the situation worse. It makes it hard for them to probably get a real gist on what is happening, what's not. But regardless, something happening because all your houses don't get raided at the same time.
Right.
They were sitting around like, ready, go. Boom. I was like, oh, Lord, man, I did it today.
Well, let's go in this other topic, you know what I'm saying. What happened to the war in Gaza?
Listen, man, where did Gaza go? Exactly. It was like 1 week. Man, listen, I don't want to say it, but I feel like Gaza ain't there no more. I feel like there's no more media coverage as much in America because sadly, America was pro burn Gaza down. And I was so against that because these children that y'all were killing, these bodies we were seeing, all these children, thousands of children, you guys were genociding these people so that their children could no longer repopulate eventually. And you eliminated all the kids. Like, you had adults running around crying. For days, we saw nothing but adults crying about kids and praying over the kids. And you guys were targeting children's hospitals and places that y'all knew they were taking the kids. The kids should have been like the no-go. Like women, older women, and children has always been the no-go. So to see where the kid count is in the thousands, that's genocide. And we supported that and sent money over. We paid taxes so they could send money over to kill children. And then they do it. And then all of a sudden the media just goes quiet.
Yeah, it's in like
Also, now we get an overflux amount of racial profiled advertisements from Trump and from Kamala and Biden about the black community. We're helping Black America get better. Why is it that Black America needs so much help? Because y'all have hurt us so much. Rather than be America, everybody's getting better. See, even in the midst of them trying to promote a powerful agenda, it still is a racial agenda. Black America is going to get better. So what about everybody else? Why are we still singled out? Why are we still singled out so much? But, that's politics. That's what we live in there right now. And it's just weird, like you said, one day we had so much media content about Gaza every day. Nonstop. And it scares me because I feel like every time they do that, it's a bunch of policies and laws and rules going on here that they're voting on and we're not paying attention to. Right. They be in the House voting on all type of stuff that can change our lives drastically. Meanwhile, we watching kids die in Gaza like, dang, R.I.P. It's all horse blinders.
Yep.
Big old horse blinders. And they got me looking like Mr. Ed. They got me looking like Mr. Ed out there, man. I could have sworn, like I'm saying, like, even on TikTok, boy, they was going crazy about Gaza. I think what really got me was when you see 40 miles from where they blowing up kids, and they had a resort having a techno party, drinking Mai Tais and pineapple juice, getting rubbed down by dudes the same color as Hawaiian rolls. It's crazy work.
Yep.
I'm talking about the lady was... if you looked at her map and where they was born in Gaza, it was 36 miles. Do you know that right now where we sit, we're 36 miles from downtown Atlanta? Excuse me, from Conyers, we're about 26 miles. So imagine we're about 25, 26 miles from downtown Atlanta right now. Imagine being that distance from where a whole genocide of a whole city. Imagine all of Atlanta being genocide right now. And we right here on radio, acting like nothing going on.
That's crazy.
Crazy energy. And that's the distance. A lot of those TikToks that you were seeing, these people have resorts having, what's those like? Conga lines, drinking coconut drinks with fruity little flowers in them and stuff. And not even 30 minutes down the road, kids is getting slaughtered for their life. That's crazy work, man. Crazy work, man. Our country, though, America, right?
Right.
How much money did we put into Gaza?
It had been in the country had to be in the billions of trillions.
The bees.
The Billy. I was gonna say.
The big bees. That's crazy, man. And what's funny is we keep saying, "Oh, we're in the most debt. We're in the most debt." When we print your own money, you make your own rules. We be in debt one day and then we'll loan $200 billion. Where did we come up with $200 billion at? It just popped out of thin air. Oh man, listen. How much money we need? About $200 billion. All right, send the forest crew out to Yosemite. Go get us some trees. So we're going to have to take this over to the print press and get us some fresh money. Like you said, $200 billion over to some of these countries to fight their war where they're killing kids with our tax dollars. So what you're saying is every time I go late night to cookout, and I be in line and the meal say $8.99 and my meal be $11.38 and I be trying to wonder out where the extra stuff come from. It'd be the tax. So you taking them dollars, you taking my cookout dollars that I'm late night, I'm in line tipsy trying to get home, just trying to get a little milkshake and a little, out west style burger or whatnot, some white cheddar bites, maybe some nuggets if the right person on the grill. And yeah, man, we trying to get home. That extra taxation is what y'all sending out to other countries so they can kill children?
It's crazy.
I didn't get off on Moreland Avenue and sit in line illegally parked outside in the lane because the cars is seeping out the drive-through so you can send my bread from my extra chili cheese on my burger tax all the way out to Gaza and kill kids. That's crazy work, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy work. And then in a sense, they could be driving down the road and hear a Biden commercial where he's like, we help the black community do this. Well, you damn sure didn't give us $200 million. $200 billion. You didn't give us $200 million. You didn't give us $200 billion. You didn't help us. Jesus Christ, they be playing us, man. They be playing us. What's good? What's good? They be playing us. Side note, one day, people will get tired of being tired of not being educated in the right way, and they'll eventually figure it out. You either get right or get left. It's only two options. It's only two options. So, man, listen, boy, we're going to go ahead and hit them with a little commercial break. Give y'all opportunity to regroup. Some of y'all been juicing. Y'all need to take that celery, add it in there with a little ginger, a little cucumber, spinach, a little lemon juice, a little lime, a little turmeric. You know what I'm saying? Some tangerines. That's a tangerine and a mandarin. Get it right. Some tangerines. With peaches and some bananas. And one whole pineapple and press it. Press it good. And mace it and drink it on a daily. Get yourself back. Some of y'all pH is off. Men and women. Some of y'all men walk around here smelling like 3-day-old garlic bread and hummus. Some of y'all women just walking around here smelling like Arby's. We got the meats. But we're gonna take a break, man. Get to some refreshments, and we'll be right back. It's your boy 450 Panda, 101 TKO Radio. Knock 'em out the box. You need me too. Hey, shout out Black Coffee, man. He be making some hits. He be making some bangers. I'll be playing a bunch of his music at Tulum. Shameless plug to wrap up the evening. On the talking side, before we get to some of the mixes from these amazing DJs in the industry, Tulum is one of the best places to come eat and come vibe. I'll be there tomorrow night. I think you got Black Amigo on Saturday. And we carrying vibes in there, man. Good culture. It's not just one genre. It's everything. It's everywhere. You tired of these one genre places, you want you some amazing food, some fire dancers, some amazing DJs, a great staff, just the best drinks in the city. Pull up to Tulum, man. I'm in there tomorrow, 8:30 to 12:30, giving you vibes. If you see me in the cardigan, you know it's going to get real sexy. It's going to get real sexy in there if you see me in the cardigan. You know, I'm excited for the future. These Thursdays, we're doing live is a little different, you know, and we're going to bring in some fresh topics on a regular basis, but next Thursday's show is going to be really, really serious, and it's going to be dealing with the mental health of our industry, our music industry. It's going to be dealing with talking to some DJs. I'm trying to get a couple of these DJs and a couple, some of the servers to come out and talk about it, but the problem is we have so much tearing down and not enough building up that some of these people are scared to come actually show their face on camera and talk on live about the medications they take. And, you know, some of y'all got friends that y'all think don't want to drink and they want to drink, but they got mental health medications that they take that alter with drinks and change things. And so they have to be more responsible. And rather than like respect them for that, sometimes people will be like looked at as, oh, you're lame, you're a party pooper, whatever. But it's like mental health is a real thing. And being somebody who played football, you know, on all levels, and have just been in sports my whole life, you know, a lot of guys take hits to the head and become different than who they were. And we never thought that was strange. But if grandma got in an accident and she hit her head, then it would make valid sense. So I'm glad that mental health is being more talked about on a broader spectrum. And we want to be able to do that same thing on the platform here. So next week, I'm praying that these people come in and speak to us about the mental health battles that we deal with in the industry and what comes with it. And yeah, man, that's going to be big for me this year, and not just this year, but going forward. It's really like you never know what somebody's going through. You never really know. So before you open your mouth and judge that person or assume, ask. It's not being intrusive or being all in their business or whatever, but it's like, in order for me to properly give you the respect you deserve, I need some type of knowledge of the situation. I'm not asking to be all informed, to be in the back room, but I can't be outside waiting on the ticket in line and not know who the show is. You know, you got to let me know, is it worth it? Give me a taste of the music. Most time you go to buy a ticket to a concert you've never been to before, what do you do before you buy that ticket? You pull up your Spotify, your SoundCloud or something, you check the app and see if you like the music, if you can vibe with a couple songs. You get a taste of the flavor. So you can't bring me in situations and not expect me to have a taste of the flavor and know what it's like. Now, do I want a taste of your mental health? No, I don't. But, you know, some red flags, some warning signs, and just really, like I said, just discussing the struggles of being in the industry and having mental health and seeing what they go through. That's my goal for next week's show. Hopefully I get these people on and they will feel respected and not neglected in the form that I'm giving them a safe platform to express themselves and not embarrass themselves. So I'm grateful for the opportunities, man. Shamelessly plug. Shout out Skittles and them. Skittles and them. Shout out Big Skittles and them, not the little one. She been doing her thing, holding it down. Shout out to all the new shows that's here on the radio station on TKO 101 Radio, Knock About the Box. It's great to be building and seeing everybody build and grow and have so many different varieties. So don't feel like, if you don't listen to my show at all, don't feel like it's not a home for you here. It's so many other shows, from sports to fitness to females to the mailroom. There's just, Johnny Cabell. There's so many different talents here at this station that'll bring you quality product that you can love. So everybody who does rock with me, whether it's through the TKO radio app or on live, definitely go download the radio app. You see me posted in my story all the time with the QR. You clip that, save it, download the app. It's on iTunes, it's on Apple and Android platforms, and come rock with us. See what we're putting together. I got a couple things I'm putting together for these Saturdays to make it a little bit more lit and live and lit, if you get what I'm saying. So, we're just trying to go up this year. Everything starts from the ground. I appreciate everybody being around, rocking with us. We're going to get into some mixes. Nelson, what did he say on Players Club? He said, do something make me feel better. He said, Nelson, play something make me feel good. Give me some jams. Listen, man, make sure y'all go download the app. Make sure you guys check the page on IG. There's plenty of events happening. We have DJs that are everywhere. Shout out DJ Superstar. And we got a lot of motion happening, man. Good things going on. Great things going on right here. And it can only go up. So make sure you check all the pages, check all the links. Go follow all these amazing, beautiful people. And we out of here, man. It's your boy, 450 Panda. Green Room Thursdays, man. We just in here vibing right now. Building up from the ground up. First step. Now we got 2 feet. Now we can run. We can run now. So it's going to be a great year. Lots of opportunities. I'll be bringing some more people in, but I want to kind of focus in on figuring out the craft of the situation and getting with the people and figuring out what they want. And YouTube is going to play a big factor in that. Now we got this live. I didn't know we go live, Craig. Get the gas, T. Get the gas, T. Oh, man. But yeah, man, we're going to get into some of these mixes. Like I said, it's your boy 450 Panda, 101 TKO Radio, knock 'em out the box. Each and every Thursday, 8 to 10 p.m. Peace.